Is that better?
Yeah, we got it.
Is that better? Can you hear us?
Man, we had this whole intro.
Gosh, I got to do it all over again.
The part where you said
There's still no audio?
No, it's back.
Adverse flame.
They're on a delay. They have a delay. So
You're lying to me. You're lying. All right.
appreciate the help.
Let's go back. Let's start over. I don't remember what I talked about. I'm back, yes.
Welcome back. Glad to have you back.
I survived death.
Yes.
That's what it felt like when you get the flu.
I survived hosting the streams.
I came back from, I know, barely.
Barely.
I saw those streams.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, I'm back from Poland. That was fun. If you saw it, hopefully you saw it. You should go back and watch it if you haven't. It was cool. What happened after Poland wasn't cool, but I missed last week. I didn't get to announce the PC winners.
Nope.
But those have been announced. Obi-Wan, that's what they call you.
Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Since when?
I'm a fan of that.
When will the new Spider-Man come out? 2018. Do you think it will do well against games like RDR2? I don't know. I'm excited for RDR2.
Yeah.
That's my most anticipated game of the year.
That game looks awesome.
I'm excited about Spider-Man 2, but I've played Spider-Man. I haven't played RDR2.
I loved the first one.
Anyway, 2018. It's coming. Nothing beyond that. If you ask, I will say 2018. And if you ask again, I'll probably not answer. 3 times, maybe I'll say again 2018. On the 4th time, I might not answer again. I don't know. That's the Spider-Man talk of the day. All right, so who we got here? We got Boss, we got Zeke, we got Jack, Ever's Flame, Drazen. Did I say that right?
Drazen? Yeah, I mean, sure.
Like raisin, but Drazen?
Yeah, D-Raisin.
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 Or Dr. Azen.
That's what I was thinking.
I like Dr. Azen. Can we call you Dr. Azen? Paging Dr. Azen. Anyway, today we got ARKTIKA.1 and coughs. Lots of coughs. ARKTIKA.1.
1.0 or is it 1?
ARKTIKA.1. .1. ARKTIKA. No. ARKTIKA.1.
0.1. Okay.
Or .1.
How do you know
How's it going, David's son?
the right emphasis on the right syllable?
Syllable.
I don't know, but if someone from 4A Games is watching, they're probably going to be like,
Cringing or
Yeah.
celebrating?
yes. 4A Games made the game. 4A Games also makes the Metro games. So if you've played any of the Metro games,
I did not know that. I love those games.
this is why you got to do your research.
This is what
Yeah.
why we're glad you're
This
back.
is why I'm back,
Yeah.
and you're not.
What?
Good afternoon from the East Coast. We're on the East Coast, too. You get an hour from us, huh? Where? Where do you live? We're not going to hunt you down, I promise. Kinho, from Brazil. How's it going? What was I saying?
You're talking about the developers. They make Metro.
Dr. Azen is from Finland. Greensboro. Nice. Greensboro. I know Greensboro. I have family in Greensboro. Yeah, 4A Games. They made Metro, which are cool. They're good games.
They've got the new one coming out not too long.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you go to their social media, you'll see there's ARKTIKA.1.1 and Metro, what's it called, Dawning or something like that?
Metro. I mean, Last Light was the most recent one, but I can't. I don't.
I
know the
apologize to the 4A guys. It's the new Metro. Anyway, Metro's cool.
It looks
I like
sick.
Metro.
Yeah.
And I like ARKTIKA. So, how's it going, Resistance? What up, gamers? We're all gamers.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into it, shall we? Paul is going to play. Paul, you may know from the famous From Other Suns stream. What other streams have you been on?
Is there one other one besides that?
I think there was a couple.
Exodus? Is it Exodus? Here, hold on.
You were on
Bef-
the Edge of Nowhere stream, right?
No.
No. Oh.
Hit from Other Suns.
4A Games. I'm going to prove. It's Metro Exodus. Yes, you are correct, Resistance. So, 4A Games, Metro 2033, Last Light, They did the remasters of those, and then ARKTIKA, which we're going to play today. ARKTIKA or ARKTIKA? ARKTIKA. ARKTIKA. We got the audio going right here, so hold on. Hey, 4A Games is here. Nice.
Hey.
And it's Exodus. We got it right. Metro Exodus is coming. And we're playing. They could correct us if we're wrong. ARKTIKA. ARKTIKA.1 or .1 or just 1.
The emphasis on the syllables.
Yes. I've played it. I enjoy it. Paul has not played it. So, Paul, we're going to cut to the game shortly. Paul is going to go through the whole thing from the start. All right?
This is an entire playthrough.
This is an entire playthrough. He's going to do it all in an hour. All of it in an hour.
A speed run on my first time.
Let's cut to the game. Hey, let us know if the audio is too loud or not too loud or not loud enough.
You guys haven't
I kind of just said that. I'll have Thomas change the audio.
Turn it down a little bit.
It's ARKTIKA.1.
Arc.
So there's no dot. You don't
1.
say the dot or the point.
Okay. Fair enough.
ARKTIKA.1.
Welcome to Vostok. I hope you like it.
This, I will say, the intro is awesome. You'll see in a second, Paul. When you're riding in the car and you can just play with stuff.
I'm Victoria. I know you were briefed when you accepted the contract, but it's been my
You can, like,
experience
touch
that
all the
people
stuff in
seem
front
to
of you.
forget something or other.
And like play with the dashboard. You can change. I think you can change the
You
AC.
can see we have lots of security out here at the approach and surrounding the civilian colony, but you won't be operating in there.
It's a coffee mug, I think. The other thing I love about this game is the UI on the hand.
I'll send you to
Yeah.
It's very like
You're doing most of it by
futuristic.
yourself.
Those hands are pretty big.
They show
Hi,
the
guys.
controller.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you get too far, I think.
There are good people here.
You can the window. Oh, it's freezing. Put the window back up.
For us,
That's
it's
awesome.
hope of another
Yeah,
chance.
it's so cool.
Not everyone feels
Are you alright?
remembers that.
Oh, he's putting his arm out the window. That's what it is. He's cruising.
There used
VR
to be
is
a
neato,
here
yes. And you actually,
university.
you got to try VR to like experience this kind of stuff.
Those who
Oh,
believe
he keeps dropping it. Oh, he's trying. Oh, look at that.
Juggling.
You're taking her coffee now. You're gonna swap them.
The old travel hub was pretty useless and wasn't enforced. Later, though, it was put to good use processing deuterium. So that I sent people like you to protect it. Trust me,
There's a lot of-
I'm a bit bored.
No offense to anyone, but Rockstar is gonna kill this year. Rockstar is gonna kill whatever year they're in. I mean, it's Rockstar.
Yeah.
That's why they're Rockstar.
Yeah. I've been trying to go back and play some of the online heists that they keep releasing. Real
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
For GTA.
Let me show my pass card, will you?
I'm glad you enjoyed Edge of Nowhere. I think we almost finished it last time we were there. But see, anyway, what I love about this game and VR in general is the things you can do right here. Like, you can't do this sequence in a traditional game. You just can't. You can, yes, you can ride in a car and you can look around with your mouse or your controller.
Sure.
But you can't be like playing with all this stuff and get the feeling of I'm sitting in the car next to this lady. She's explaining stuff to me,
Rolling down the window.
rolling down the windows, and like the immersion you get is just amazing.
It kind of reminds me of the intro sequence to a game, a traditional game called Observer.
Yeah.
But it's different in the way you're saying. Like you're just kind of riding in a car listening, and it's much more of a passive kind of experience. The game's great, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's much more passive and just kind of setting setting up the story, as opposed to this. You're kind of interacting with it and just kind of immersed in it a lot more.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm sure some of it is just like, you know, she's trying to explain to you the seriousness of why you're there, and you're just messing with coffee mugs.
Right.
But
Yeah, sure.
But that's what people love to do in games. I mean, games are supposed to be fun regardless of how serious they are, right?
Mhm.
Even in the most serious of games, you can't tell me you've not messed around with something
Oh, no.
that you shouldn't have been doing.
Of course.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. It's part of my job, actually.
That's a good question. 4A? I don't know if this is... No, because this was... I mean, I don't want to speak for 4A, but this was published by Oculus, so I do not believe it would be on PSVR. But if 4A is still in the chat, they can answer that question. Maybe I'm wrong.
They said no.
Yep, there you go. So, Oculus, like our games, this is for Oculus, published by Oculus. Oculus is putting a lot of money into games right now. And I know, some people are like, well, I want to play it on other systems. But, they're investing in games. And that's what's going to sell the medium, moving forward.
Right.
At some point, who knows? I mean, I can't say that these will always be exclusive Oculus titles.
Right.
Because who knows? Oculus could just say...
I think you can turn the audio down just a little bit on the headset.
On the headset, you can do that with the settings. Hit the Oculus button.
We're heading for what was once
It's gonna pause it, but
And
it's
then
cool.
to your right, I believe, it should have your audio. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's try
There you go.
our control tower and is now the main base
There we go.
of Citadel operations.
That was a nice little delay. Oh, game paused again.
I like that they call that out though. The game is paused.
Yeah.
The robots will be able to help.
Versus going black.
Or some games just freeze.
Yeah.
And people are like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
It's like, just in the Oculus menu, in the headset.
I will say, coming up, you'll see one of my other favorite moments about this game, the intro of this game, is the training. You actually have to put a Rift on. You're in a VR game,
Right.
and then you put another Rift on to do the virtual training, and it's so like, it's definitely meta, but it makes sense because it's like you're supposed to forget that you're in the Rift to begin with.
I've seen a couple games do that, and it's always cool. It's always really something about it. Something about that I really enjoy.
You say Oculus is too expensive, but
Whoa.
the Rift itself with the touch controllers are the same price as PSVR. $399, right?
Is it? Okay.
That's yes.
Okay.
So all you need is the computer. Yes, you don't need a better computer is always better. But for out the door, you could run a decent PC VR PC for about $1,000. So yes, that's more expensive than a $400 PlayStation 4. Are they $400? PS4
I believe
Pros?
so. Yes.
So yes, you're talking maybe a difference of $600. But in my opinion, you're going to get a far, far better controller experience with the touch controllers. Nothing again, like the headset for the PSVR is awesome, but the Move controllers leave something to be desired for me.
Yeah.
The touch controllers, even the Vive wands, like nothing compares to the touch controllers right now.
Touch controllers are amazing.
Yeah.
They really are.
Now second generation, sure, but like, and also you're going to get way more horsepower out of the PC than you are the PS4. And I know the PS4 Pro is a great system.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we're making a Spider-Man game for it, but you're never going to get the same level that you will on a PC, because you'll get like a 1060 card or a 1070 card is already going to be well above what's in the PS4.
Sure.
So anyway, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying to say it's too expensive is sort of accurate, but at the same time, you have to look at all the costs across both systems.
There's a little bit of an apples to oranges comparison.
Yeah,
going
exactly,
on.
exactly.
It's a nice little touch, the way the finger, whenever you touch the button.
Well, I don't necessarily agree that that
It's a
PSVR
nice touch. It is a nice touch.
that PSVR is going to be the mainstream. I think what's going to be more mainstream than PSVR and Rift is going to be something like Oculus Go, because Oculus Go won't require a phone, won't require a PC, won't require a console. Granted, it won't have the high-end games that a Rift has or a PSVR has. But I think that is what's going to open the door to a lot of mainstream, if you're talking mainstream. Because PlayStation is definitely more mainstream, but I don't think it's necessarily as broad as like a mobile phone.
It's not to the level of like a Wii.
Or even, but any
where-
gaming console is not going to be as mainstream as like a cell phone.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And like Oculus Go, you're more pushing towards the cell phone market,
Right.
versus the
Right.
gaming market.
Yeah, I'm talking about the level where like my mom can set it up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you put it on, you plug it
Right.
in, you sync it to your phone. There's an app on your phone, I think. You sync it to your phone, you're done. But anyway, again, it's not going to be as high end just yet, but we're at the early stages of VR.
Have you seen those Vive?
Look at that, how like realistic that looks.
It looks
It's got the
awesome.
it's got the kick and everything. It's good stuff.
Holsters are magnetized.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the barrel action.
Once the weapon has been
They
paired
have,
with them,
I think they're
the
doing
guns
an
will always
automatic
remain there.
lip sync, but
It's
it's
very useful.
decent quality. Like,
Just raise your arms.
doesn't look like
bend your
her
elbows,
mouth
bend
is
your hands
hand-keyed.
over your shoulders.
it
Then
looks
let
more
go.
like auto-generated, but it's a pretty clean solution.
By the way, Paul, if you can't hear him, Paul is our lead animator. So he's talking about the mouth animation and how he thinks it's not hand keyed, but it's really good quality. A lot of games like this and the games we make, we can't hand key every animation sequence, especially for NPCs.
Holster your weapons. Set.
So, hey, how's it going? People who've joined us, we are playing ARKTIKA.1
Training simulation.
by 4A Games, who also have done the Metro series, which is another awesome series.
Oh, it's a literal rift.
That is hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. This
like
is what I like. See, look at this. This is the VR training
Yeah.
in the game. This is awesome.
I've seen other games where you put on a VR device, but it's not a literal Oculus branded.
I know.
Very literal.
It's awesome. And then you put it on, you go into training. Anastasia's here. How's it going?
That is hilarious.
For Muru. So anyway, he's doing virtual training right now. So this is ARKTIKA.1 by 4A Games, where Paul's going through the training right now. It's a really cool game. I don't think we're obviously going to get through a lot of it in an hour, but we'll be able to replay it again, I think, at some point. Anyway, you got questions for us? Ask us questions. I saw one question about Xbox One S versus PS4 Pro. I don't want to go say anything. One should buy one console over the other, so it's all preference. It's all what do you want to play, what do you want to use it for, kind of thing. I think the One S has a 4K Blu-ray player. One of them does, either the One X or the One S, or maybe both. I know the PS4 Pro does not have a 4K Blu-ray player, but if you only care about games and you like the Sony library, then go PlayStation. If you don't care about the Sony library and you want the 4K Blu-ray player, go Xbox. There you go. It always reminds me of the Dave Chappelle sketch with Coke and Pepsi,
Right.
where he's like, all I know is Pepsi paid me most recently, so tastes better. That's what I feel like sometimes with the whole Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Oculus. It's all preference. It's all preference. I love it all, and we love it all. I mean, we wouldn't be making games for all of it if we...
Right.
Excuse me.
Everything has something to offer of value.
Yeah,
So,
it's all preference.
have you seen the?
I will say my preference. You know, like VR, like I said, the touch controllers are my preference. So I will stick with Oculus unless and until they come out with better controllers for the other systems. That's just my opinion. And
Speaking of new controllers for their systems, have you seen the Vive gauntlets?
I've seen them. Yes, I haven't used them.
I haven't used them either, but they
I've
look
heard-
interesting.
They look interesting. I will say I've used the
Here, on the side of the wall.
I did get to try the Santa Fe, Project Santa Fe for Oculus, and they have slightly different touch controllers.
Cruise.
Santa
You'll be taking your
Cruz.
transport vehicle
Santa
over to
Cruz,
the
yeah.
Santa, why did I say Santa Fe?
I
I don't
don't
know. Santa Cruz. Whatever it's called. Anyway, and they have slightly different touch controllers, and they have the same effect. They're really cool. They're not the gauntlets, though, that clip to you. Because I think the cool thing about the gauntlets is you can let go, and
Right.
they're just on your hands, basically.
You and I will be in constant communication.
See, Zeke says, what platform you get, regardless of power and features, comes down to what games you want to play. Exactly. And if you don't care about the games,
Okay.
then it does go to the features. And if you don't care about the features or the games, then it's just cost, I guess.
Yeah, price.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for anything else that might be living down there.
These graphics are really good.
To cross paths.
These are really nice graphics. We're also playing on a really nice PC, so I don't know if there's levels of settings where you can turn them down or not. But these are the same people who made Metro, and Metro is a really nice looking game. Really nice series of games.
Yeah.
Graphically, so and gameplay wise.
This place from falling apart.
I'm not sure how long ago Last Light came out, but when I played that, I think it was 2 years ago, something like that. It blew
Yeah.
my mind.
All right, let's
Gorgeous.
get caught up with the chat. There was some stuff going on there. Jack and Anastasia are having a conversation without us. Glad you're feeling better. Glad everyone's feeling better. I'm feeling better.
Glad you're feeling better. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions right now? Does this game have smooth motion and turning? I believe it is teleportation, right? Yeah. Is there a turning system, or does it just teleport you to where you need to look?
Just teleports
I think it
you
teleports you
with
to
fixed orientation.
to the orientation you need to look at. I think you can, depending on the cover situation, I think you can teleport to different situations. Not situations, locations. But this is not a full locomotion game. Who knows what the future holds? You haven't asked me a question about that. How can I use that line? Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
there's one right above it.
Oh, Dr. Azen. Dr. Azen says, how can I ask about the villains of Spider-Man? Example, will Black Cat be in the game? Can you confirm some of the villains? I cannot. I can confirm any villain that is in a current trailer. So if you've seen our trailers, you saw Mr. Negative. If you've seen our trailers, you saw Wilson Fisk is in one of the trailers.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Someone did ask me on Twitter, it was funny, will Catwoman be in the game?
I saw that.
And I responded, I said, nope, because that's a DC character. And then they responded again saying they meant Black Cat, and then I obviously ignored them. But that's just funny. It's just because, come on, get your characters right. Marvel, DC, Catwoman, Black Cat.
You been watching Jessica Jones? The new season just came out?
No, but I did finish Punisher finally, and man, that's my favorite one so far.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of season 1 of Jessica Jones. I wasn't. Sorry. Just wasn't. I'll watch season 2, but I wasn't like, I gotta watch it.
Some people loved it.
I know. I loved Punisher. So
Yeah.
the other half of the studio and NC Studio are working on a super secret title. What other? You mean the other half of the Burbank studio? There is no other half of the Burbank studio. I hate to break it to you, but pretty much 90% of Insomniac is working on. Well, maybe not 90%. A large percentage of Insomniac is working on Spider-Man. And then other stuff, I will say this. Ready? Hold on.
What's he gonna say?
Who knows what the future holds? Woo. How's that? You like that?
Woo!
Let's start.
I did.
Remember, try to disable the robot.
Like clockwork.
Fix him.
I had to bust out that line.
No, the whole group's not. The whole group, all of Burbank is not on Spider-Man, but 95% of Burbank is on Spider-Man.
Alright.
And there's even some Spider-Man people in North Carolina. Is that a reference? Oh, yeah. If you don't know what the future holds,
Put your weapons
that's
away
just what I say,
and open the
just
door.
because it's easy. And it's like the answer to everything you can ask me. Like, is there a new Ratchet coming? Who knows what the future holds?
Bend it.
It's a very safe response.
The only thing
Dangerous
the only thing I
questions.
can't use it for is Spyro, because Spyro is just talk to Activision. And then Resistance is we have nothing planned, but never say never. Oh, getting real. It's getting real. No, they're at your side. They should be at your side.
I holstered them behind me.
Hide.
Oh.
Wait for it to recharge.
Where are your guns?
Oh, no.
Paul just
Put your
died.
weapons away in order to open the door. Use your magnetic holsters.
Use your magnetic.
You don't have a weapon.
Now, pull that lever.
Did you not take the weapons?
I don't know.
Check your hands. What happened?
Maybe you couldn't grab them though because you had that open, that menu open.
Do you have weapons? Open that door. You can open that car door. Is there weapons in there that you need? What is that? Open hood. Oh, nice.
I think you gotta press it.
Yeah, you gotta press it with your finger. Now go check. Oh no, it uses it as cover. Oh, you could throw discs.
Move Riker to your holster.
So your holster's at your side or your back?
I think it's on my back.
Okay.
But you can't pull weapons from your sides? No.
No?
Can you pull them from your back? You need... Hold on. You need to head to the armory and pick up... That's what I thought. Go back to the armory. We don't have any weapons.
Where's the armory?
Go back upstairs. Go to the elevator. Turn around. No, back. Oh, there.
There? I think that's out to the enemies.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I believe this is where you just came from.
No, this is the elevator. Oh,
Pretty sure this, yeah, this is where
yeah.
you came from.
You shouldn't have done that. You should have went back to the armory.
You doomed us.
All right, just go get shot, and then
I've been down this road.
yeah.
I'm just gonna try to avoid them all.
I don't think that's gonna work. That's not gonna work too well.
Got this.
We have,
Your power armor is drained.
Pacifist run, yeah.
And wait for it to recharge.
it's not a. Yeah, restart the mission, or just die. Yeah, right there we go. Okay, all right. We're gonna do this right this time. We're gonna go to the armory.
I'm gonna pick up some
And we're going to
weapons.
pick up some weapons. Because that's what you got to do.
Mm.
That's what you got to do. Thanks for people who just joined us. Valio. Who else is here? Thompson.
Thompson Skellington.
Abinski's here. 4A's still here. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for watching our incompetence on how to play. We try to do the games justice when we play them, but unfortunately, sometimes we get people like Paul.
Hey, listen.
This is much our fault.
Yes.
This is Paul's.
Couple of
There we
guns.
go. We got some guns. Now put those on your back. Ah,
Gunned.
there we go. We're ready now.
You can just pull them out?
We're ready.
Oh. No guns in the elevator,
I think
Paul.
I can't in the elevator, but I can.
No. What?
Yeah,
Interesting.
but I can't in the elevator.
Yeah, you can't use them. Remember?
Safety first.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What's this game about? I don't want to. I don't want to butcher the description. So if 4A wants to say, they can go ahead and put that in chat. But it's called ARKTIKA.1 for Oculus Rift. So if you go to the Oculus page, it'll have trailers and screenshots and all kinds of cool stuff. It's a really these are the same guys who made Metro. So
Right.
yeah, it's not quite the same exact kind of game, but it's got a lot of a lot of the same, yeah, a lot of the same inspirations, I guess, is one way to say it. But I don't want to do it injustice by describing the game the way it wasn't meant to be described. I know how to describe our games, because that's my job.
Use your magnetic holsters. Look out.
Y'all going down.
All right, here we go. Now we're going to do this with guns. Get ready, Paul. No, pull your two gun. There we go. Yes! A little taste of their own medicine. You got to reload. There you go. Remember, you have two guns.
Right.
There you go.
Paul's got this. He's a pro.
Now you got to reload. I love the car sirens going off.
Yeah, the audio is really, really good.
It's top notch.
Yeah. Even when he was in the car, I was noticing that.
I love the flick to reload.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Do you flick both of them? The
No,
the
this
clip?
one you
No,
go
they're each weapon's different.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, each weapon is different. Oh, nice. That was a nice shot. Yeah, see, now he's getting the hang of it. He's getting the hang of it now.
So how this
For those of us just joining us, because I know there's a tweet that just went out.
Heavy troopers.
I know because I scheduled it.
Heavily armored and harder to take down.
We're playing ARKTIKA.1. by 4A Games.
Your power armor is drained.
The same fine folks who did the Metro series, who are also doing Metro Exodus.
Oh, there he goes.
This is for Oculus Rift. Paul is over there playing. Paul is our lead animator. Thomas is right here. Thomas does things
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like this room is clear.
They ever made a
Maybe,
VR
we might have to turn the the volume down when he gets in the gunfights, because it's kind of
It's
loud. It's loud.
Intense, yeah. Have they ever made a VR game where you?
orange. Attach your hands. Yes, there are. Here's the thing, and Paul can probably attest to this as the animator. When you're tracking controllers. Well, is he pausing the game? Here, turn the volume down on the TV a little bit. When you're tracking the controllers and the head, you don't know where the elbows are, where the wrists are.
Right.
So you have to programmatically and solve that.
It's very tricky.
And we call it IK, right? Which is, what does that stand for?
Inverse kinematics.
Inverse kinematics. Because
Rolls off the tongue.
yes, because you're basically using, the program, the functions of the program
Position of
to,
the wrist.
yeah, you're using the wrist and you're having to calculate where everything else should be, right? There are games that do it.
Lone Echo.
Lone Echo does it, and there's a couple of newer games that do it. But earlier, Unspoken? What?
Unspoken.
Well, we do it not from the first person view.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
what they're trying to say.
Yeah, fair enough.
We do. Unspoken does do it from the third person view, but not from the first person view. But it's something that a lot of developers are still trying to figure out and solve, because there is no one solution to do it. So you'll see, like this, a lot of games in VR, Super Hot, Robo Recall, The Unspoken, this game. A lot of them use the hands, and the hand presence in the game. Star Trek does it too. The hand presence in the game with the touch controllers, you really kind of forget about it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
As you're playing, you don't think about, I don't have an elbow. But yes, it is. Once we get to the point where all developers have a solution in place that looks good and doesn't feel weird. Like I said, Lone Echo does it really well.
Right.
But there's always room for improvement in that area.
Double levers. Double the fun.
But a lot of that is
Snipers. Be careful when you see their lasers.
I know you're probably thinking, I want to see my arms, but a lot of that is let's take the time to make everything else good, because honestly, you don't really care about that when you're playing the games. I mean, maybe certain people do, but it's a low priority thing when you're talking about the grand scheme of everything else that you're trying to accomplish, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So at some point, maybe in the next year, a lot of games will be doing it, and almost all the games will be doing it. But we're not at that point yet. So anyway, I hope that better explains it. And again, I don't want to speak for other developers, but IK is a tricky thing. And if you're trying to, produce a game of high quality, that's one of the things that's we can kind of get away without it. So why spend all the development resources on that when we could make the game look as good as this game looks, right? Make the gunplay really good,
Right.
Make the story really good, the audio, all that stuff.
Once we get the robot taken care of, we should make sure it's alright.
Yes, they do have bodysuits actually, but they're just not. You're talking expensive. If you think the Rift is expensive, wait till you see the bodysuits and the gloves and the trackers and.
Button on the back of your right hand. There we go. You can use the tablet to see
I just love how this looks.
status.
Yeah, I love the UI. That's what I said. The it feels very futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
And detect
Just
what's on your
touching your wrist, and when you move your arm around and stuff.
Stay alert. Keep moving. Head to the next door.
So
Cool, it's showing.
anyway, that was a long-winded explanation of why there's floating hands.
That's a good explanation.
Thank you, well, 4A Games. But again, it's one of those things where, yes, when you're watching a stream, you notice it, but I guarantee you play this game for an hour or two, you're not even gonna you're not even gonna care that you don't have arms.
Right.
You're gonna be like,
Look for any.
oh, I don't have arms. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things you notice more when watching versus playing.
Yeah. Someone just so happened to write the code above the keypad
They tell you not to do that.
to write the password down. Yeah.
A sticky note with your password.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Uh oh, that looks like a non-human.
Yeah, that looked kind of feral.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Dang.
Watch out.
that does not look like. Uh
These are
oh.
supposed to be friends.
Oh,
Oh,
he got him.
Nice.
wanted to hug.
I told you they were pretty awful. I'm picking up a lot of activity on the scanners. Probably more Yagas. There's a good chance you'll find the
What do they
robot
call them?
in the area,
Yagas?
too.
I think so.
With a G? Yagas.
No, she said something before that. Komoro Yagas or something.
Karen B18 is now following. Thank you.
And thank you to Project Darkstorm and Farumaru. I'm sorry, some of these names are hard for me too.
It's okay.
Yeah, I apologize for butchering that. Mr. Dude, the Parker Press, Lady Reaper, Micro TV, all of you following, thank you. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh! That was close. Close encounter.
That's something.
Uh-oh, he's right in there with you.
Oh,
That is an unwelcome guest.
the call came from within the house.
Good job. You made it look easy. Okay. When you find the robot, or when it finds you, try to disable it by removing the batteries from its back. If you can't remove them, they should explode.
What is that? The big thing, you see that?
Yeah.
That shadow?
Something big is out there.
Spooky. 4 Games is now following. Thank you.
Yes, 4A Games, thank you.
Big. Really big.
By the way, if you have a Rift,
Stay sharp.
you should get this game. If you don't have a Rift, you should get a Rift.
And then
If you don't have a PC, you should get a PC to play Rift,
Let's play this game.
to play this game. Oh,
Ooh.
that looks awesome.
He was a threat.
Is that a friendly? That looks like a friendly. Ooh.
Again, it's mine. Get out of there.
Oh, never mind. She said get out of there. Go. Teleport. Teleport. No, don't stick around.
Oh.
The legs
You can tell he's not nice because of the way his eyes are shaped.
Okay, teleport. No, you get. There you go.
Very devious eyes.
I will say I enjoy the fact that they put you in the right direction right away, because otherwise you'd get really disoriented. No, this game is for Rift, Rift only. It's one of the games like our games. It's published by Oculus, so it won't work with the. Which mixed reality headset do you have? Just curious, by the way. Thanks for joining us. And again, apologies, but thanks for joining us. Furamuru.
Furamuru. Yes, I think so. I don't know.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Great job. Just one more left.
Have you ever seen the movie Skyline?
Skyline, which one's that?
It's
Who's
like
in
this
it?
Alien invasion movie. I don't know. Nobody.
I don't know.
Nobody name I could.
Have you seen Ice Pirates?
I have not seen Ice Pirates.
That's all I care about.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Skyline. In a good way.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nice. That's cool.
Yes, you did it.
You know, I haven't seen
Before I sent some technicians in.
with the exception of the Unspoken,
Head over to
I haven't played
I'm worried
a
about
ton of like boss fights
Get moving.
in VR.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this is an example. Like a lot of the VR games I've played, and I'm not saying I have played them all or even finished them all. I'm
Sure.
sure there's plenty of boss fights,
Sure.
but it just doesn't. Oh, look at that!
That's great.
Look at the details.
I love that.
Oh,
I love it when you can do that in a normal game.
Oh, look at that! It even like steams on the guy.
Yeah.
Are those like heater bullets, or is it just the heat from the bullet? Those aren't special bullets, right?
I don't think so.
Anyway, what I'm saying is like, it's cool to see from the start of when VR came out, or the Rift specifically, until like games like this. Like the evolution of more and more features getting put into these games.
Yeah.
From Other Suns has... See, I haven't finished From Other Suns, so...
From Other Suns has boss is really interesting.
We need to finish that game.
We need to play more of that, for
Yeah.
sure. Robo Recall has some boss fights. Pretty good. I played one.
It's just cool to... I guess what I'm trying to say is the evolution of the games are getting better and better, longer and longer, more and more features, learning a lot more about what works in VR and what doesn't work in VR.
It's definitely a whole new area.
Yeah.
Lots to learn and relearn with virtual reality.
Paul's doing pretty good.
Paul, are you just like hip firing, or are you using those sights just out of curiosity?
Do a little bit of sight action, like aim it down a little bit.
Ice Pirates sounds cool. Ice Pirates is cool. It is. It's an awesome, cheesy old movie that you have to watch.
Temper your expectations.
No. If go into it thinking I'm gonna watch the cheesiest sci-fi I've ever watched, but it's gonna be amazing. That's what you should do. Nothing. I was thinking about some of the moments of the movie. You have to watch it.
I haven't seen it. I've heard you talk about it.
Any movie with space herpes.
Oh my goodness.
Any other questions while we got about 17 more minutes or so? We're definitely going to keep playing this game on another stream, I think, because I want to see more.
Yeah.
I've only gotten about this far.
Really?
Like, it's one of those games that I keep meaning to go finish, but obviously, it's funny how when you work in games, how little you actually get to play other games.
Yeah, that's the kind of I wouldn't say secret, but it's definitely one of the things. Like, people are like, oh, you get to play games all day.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a little different.
You get to play a game all day.
Yeah.
Or two games, maybe.
I mean, you get to work on a game all day, which is different than playing a game all day.
Anyone else gonna see Ready Player One when it comes out? I am. I know we had this discussion. Although I am hopeful seeing some of the early reviews.
Yeah, I saw some of the reviews.
It's not. It seems like they may have done it properly. Not like, obviously it's not going to be the book, because you can never make a movie just like the book.
Right.
But it seems like all the changes they made might have worked. But I'll have to see it for myself to judge. So
yeah, I'm gonna see it. It looks awesome. Just awesome special effects.
I have my
Extravaganza.
I have my beefs with it based on the books versus what I've seen in the trailers. But people have said they've enjoyed it. So
Yeah, I haven't read the book, so I don't have that attachment. I just know that it looks pretty, and the Iron Giant and Tracer are in it, so that sounds cool.
I saw John Carmack just tweeted that he saw it and enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
And that him and his wife wanted to go back to their like Quake Clan days. So there's some nostalgia in there, apparently.
Oh, if there's Quake stuff in there, that'd be awesome.
So anyway, yes. To answer your question, yes, I'm going to go see it.
Is Doom Guy in it? Do you know?
I don't know.
I wonder if he's like been in some of the shots.
And I understand that some of the stuff they changed from the book, that they probably can't possibly get all the licenses.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a huge rights thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing that blows my mind about
Yeah.
that movie. Is how did they?
Well, they got a lot of stuff that was owned by. So the company
who is it?
it's Spielberg. So it's
But, like, is it like Universal or
well, isn't it
Disney or
he always is DreamWorks, right?
DreamWorks?
Isn't that his company?
I think so.
But
I think you're
who
right.
owns
Yeah, you're
DreamWorks? Isn't DreamWorks owned by Paramount? Or
I'm not sure.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I don't know film. That's why I work in games.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know a bit about film.
Either way, I think some of the things they chose were because they could get the rights to those things, versus like the Iron Giant probably is easy for them.
Yeah, well, you still have stuff like Tracer or like
Of
like
course.
all these video game references.
But if someone came to us and said, "Hey, we want to put
Wizard of Oz,
Sunset Overdrive guy
Yeah.
in a movie," we're not going to say no, especially a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
And the reason I said Sunset Overdrive guy before you jump on me is because we don't own the rights to Ratchet, so they can't ask us.
get ahead of that one.
Yeah.
Or like Nintendo. I know Nintendo's kind of notoriously it's hard to use their stuff and stuff that they're not
Yeah.
directly involved in.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any Nintendo stuff. But then you saw the Nintendo stuff in Wreck-It Ralph. So, what?
Well,
like,
but there are some games.
How big?
There are some games that are so old that they're
Bowser's,
public domain now.
Bowser's still an active character. Bowser's in
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. Well, Bowser was also in Skylanders.
Was he? I didn't know that.
Yes,
That's
he was,
awesome.
He was one of the I forget which one.
Just for Ready Player One, I wonder how big that negotiating table was and how.
Can you say that again? Ready Player
Wonder. Ready Player Wonder. Ready Player One, I wonder. Ooh, I did it. How big that negotiating table was and how long. Like, just that must have been the most intense process ever.
Well, the guy who wrote the book also helped format it for film, and you would hope that they
Did he have to get the rights to even write that stuff in there? Probably not.
I don't
right?
think so.
I have
I think-
no idea how that works.
I don't
for
think books are the same. No, because it's not. It's just text, right? It's not.
It's not the actual image.
If you wanted to use the image for your cover of your book, that's a different story. But I don't.
Maybe.
I mean, if there's a
You might be
writer
right.
in the chat,
You might be right.
There was a funny moment where I was listening to the audiobook read by Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
And the book references Will Wheaton.
yeah, he's the president.
Yeah.
Or he's one of the. Not the president, but he's one of the board, like basically the governing board body in the Oasis.
Kind of expected like breaking the fourth wall a little bit.
Yeah, I actually I read the book and then listened to the audiobook as well.
Does he break the fourth wall? Or
No, he
just kinda
continues in
wanted him
character.
Nice.
He does what he's supposed to do. He reads the book.
Consummate professional,
Yeah.
That's right.
Mr. Wheaton.
As we've always seen him.
Yes.
Man, I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. Just gotta throw that nerd tidbit out there.
TNG.
Open the mess around in here. Open the blinds and stuff.
I did that before, but you know what?
Training too, if you want.
Look at that light.
Did you drop your coffee mug? Play your record player.
Oh, it's open now.
But
I did get a record from the trunk, remember?
Oh yeah. Did you put it on there?
DJ Paul.
Oh shh, shh, shh. What song is it playing? Turn up the volume. Well, I meant in the game. No. You don't need to turn up the volume. Play that funky music. Oh, there we go. Nice. This is like relaxing. What's the record? Can you pull it off your back? You still have it? You can't.
I'm gonna
You
turn it
can't.
down before he starts shooting guns. We all go deaf.
All right. Before we start another mission, because I don't think we'll have enough. Well, maybe we'll have enough time. We got 10 minutes. You want to start another mission?
That's alright, we can.
Let's do another mission.
We got 10 minutes.
Want to try it?
Let's do it. If you don't finish, you don't finish.
That's right.
Or we'll go a little long. I have that ability.
Do you? You have the power.
I have the power.
Wow.
I could just not stop the stream.
Oh my goodness.
I could do that.
This man's gone mad with power.
I should probably
Somebody
go
stop
back to
him.
the desk.
Can I have a pizza with cheese and a Spider-Man PS4 disc?
Seems like a trick.
What if the game was only digital?
Who knows what the future holds? Hey.
Yes.
Hey. I did it.
Thomas, just for that?
Is this how I get a promotion? Is that
No.
how? Oh.
It's more like I'm demoting your hand. Stick your arm out.
Oh my goodness, no.
Anyway, this is how the stream goes sometimes. When we're sitting in an elevator, we're just chatting.
Mm-hmm.
We always, digress sometimes. Anyway, ARKTIKA.1, we're playing it. We're doing another mission here. Looks like he's getting in the car. Paul's over there.
Takes me to my next mission.
There's Paul. He looks a little white. I need to,
It's the lighting.
yeah, I need
It's the
these.
lights.
I need a better camera. If anyone has a suggestion.
Paul's got a nice, healthy tan.
Yeah.
But it's our lighting.
None of
It's
us
not
are
doing him justice.
professional green screen lighters.
No.
That's the problem.
No.
Hear them already. Be extremely careful. Some say the Yagas chose this area because they were once human, and a part of them remembers living here.
By the way, sorry I didn't say welcome to Nerder. I just read what you said.
For any sane human to
Nerder.
endure.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one with the pizza and the
Yeah.
Spider-Man disc.
Yeah. It's hard for me to see the chat from up here.
Maybe you need better glasses.
Probably.
There was a meeting when they were
Most of the
developing
others are
this
concentrated on the upper floors.
about
So that
how
the
many
safety
different ways can
training.
we make it interesting
Find
to
a way to
open
head up
doors.
to the mall entrance.
And that was idea number 4 so far.
It's awesome.
That's cool.
You enjoying it?
Yeah. I mean, I like that it's
looked
not
neat.
always pulling a lever, you know,
Yeah.
mix it up.
You're because you're going to different areas. You're not always using the same elevators or the same doors.
Right? And they design them differently.
Yes.
I like any time in games when they're like break the glass and then pull this lever like
Yeah.
they did earlier.
Yeah.
Because it like in real life you always have that voice in the back of your head like I just want to break that glass and pull the thing. But you don't do it, and then in the games
I
you have to,
don't know what you're talking about, but I never have that voice in my
No?
head. No.
Oh,
I never like say I got to break that glass and pull that
I
lever.
just want to see what it'd be like to.
I don't want to
break
go.
the
I don't
glass.
want to go to a factory with you.
I'm on level 4.
Well, that's one of the.
Did you
reasons
guys
why-
grab your weapons? Ah, we got 2. We did. Although, did we earn any new weapons?
I didn't check. I probably should have. How do I engage it?
Let's see here. Questions. Is there a wrench in Burbank for employees of the month? What do you guys
You should do the
use?
Sword of Athena.
No, we actually have a wrench too.
Yeah.
There's 2 wrenches.
Huge crescent.
There's a
wrench.
West Coast wrench, which wears chains and baggy pants, and there's an East Coast wrench, which always hates on the West Coast wrench.
That's awful, Tim.
There's a rap battle.
I approve.
I mean, it's
I
not
approve
awful.
of that joke.
It's East-West, baby.
I approve of that joke.
We call our wrench Biggie Smalls, and the other one was called. No, I'm not gonna. But yes, there's an East and West wrench, and as well as other awards. There's game-specific. There's project-specific awards too.
Any
Yep.
ideas here?
For the Unspoken, there was the
The Golem's arm.
What
the
about-
Golem's arm. Yes. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to go up the elevator.
Well, but look, there's a. What level do you need to get to?
Well, I'm on 4.
And then what's this thing say? Controls unavailable.
Oh, it said controls unavailable, restricted access level, select level,
Okay.
choose a different level.
You're on 2.
I'm on 4.
Oh, okay.
So I pick one of these,
Okay.
and then what?
Then hit a button.
And then there's the wattage.
Is there a door on the other side? Is there a door closer? No.
There's that one over there, but I'd run into something.
We are.
Where's the other teleport point?
Ah!
Yeah. Han Solo
I
style.
don't. Boring conversation anyway.
Mhm.
Chill, you're gonna have company.
We are lost. How do you don't hit any other button on there? What? No. Look at the white part.
Yeah, go back.
This is that menu.
Okay.
And then controls unavailable. You can't click that?
Maybe I need to go get something in here.
Maybe, yeah.
But I don't see a teleport point.
This is just fun to watch Paul figure this out.
The
I
struggle.
love figuring stuff out, puzzles like this
Puzzle
in
solving
games.
Struggle.
It just makes me feel
Okay.
real
You
smart.
do level select again. There must be something with the wattage.
Can I change this somehow? 18C. 255K.
Let's see.
Nope.
Is
Click on
that
something.
what Ratchet has? Is that why Ratchet has a wrench?
Click on a different level, Paul.
No. The wrench came before or
So
after Ratchet.
That doesn't change with the wattage.
The wrench wasn't a thing back in the Spyro days.
So I bet you that you have to find something and insert a module. or
Yeah, like
something
that plug. It has to do with that plug.
Well, this
Well,
activates.
yeah,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Connect backup power. I think.
No,
that's
look,
just-
now go out there.
See if I can.
You can't go out there.
Can't teleport anywhere.
Can't move.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
Try plugging it back in.
Have you rebooted your PC?
Turn it off and on again. Now that screen above you doesn't say anything.
Spider-Man release date 2018. Science was never my strong point.
level selection.
Try level 4.
You could use VR sitting down.
Now go back.
But you can. But games like this
Unplug it?
are
No,
probably
go back. Hit the
better
back button. The white.
standing.
Oh,
Hey.
What was it? What did we do?
We had to select the level we were on
Interesting.
I don't get it.
because we have to. We're pretty much telling it where it is. So we had to tell it that it's on level 4.
Oh, because
so
this
they
is
give
a-
us the controls for level 4.
Got it.
See,
got
I
it.
gotta
See,
thinking with portals.
John in chat also said that.
Oh, did he really?
Thank you, John.
Well, yes, I see it now.
Great minds think alike, John.
I would have
Appreciate
come up
the
with
help.
it eventually. I was just reading chat. That's the
Mm.
problem. That's for no one have it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it when people call it Spider-Man PS4,
We can hope that the
or would be
robot-
happier called Marvel Spider-Man? I think it's technically Marvel Spider-Man, but it's also hashtag Spider-Man PS4, so I don't think it matters.
I just like that people are talking about it, personally. I think that's cool.
Spider-Man PS4 is Marvel Spider-Man. How's that?
Sure. Synonymous.
Yes. Citrus fruit. No, we do not need citrus fruit. In fact, we've banned citrus fruit from Discord. We haven't been able to remove the emoji, but we have banned the word tangerine and a couple other things. This is why you can't have nice things.
Got a bit much. It was a bit
Yes.
much.
He got a bit much. Because there's a group of people who love to spam tangerines in our chat, and we just felt like that wasn't advancing the conversation in any way, shape, or form. So we said, you know what? No more citrus fruit until you have to earn your citrus fruit back.
You're in the technical area right now. Remote operations.
I personally just hate vitamin C.
Yeah, I don't like tangerines. I hate grapefruits. I'll do
You need
oranges.
to activate the emergency power.
No, I'm just kidding. I love oranges.
I honestly have no idea where the citrus fruit thing started. You're gonna have to ask the people in chat, in Discord, because
I think it was just one of those things.
how does anything start?
How do
I
we
guess
start, right?
I don't know. We will suffer from scurvy. I hope not. Not in this day and age. You don't like oranges? I like blood orange drinks.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Blood oranges in general.
Blood orange San Pellegrino.
Or
it's
just
the best.
or
It's the
just
best.
a blood orange. Like I will eat that.
Yeah, blood oranges are good.
I love fruit.
You I'm not making terrible jokes. I'm trying to avoid those terrible jokes.
Are you? Well, speaking of terrible jokes, Tim.
Are you? No, this is your context thing where you want to tell a joke and you're like you bringing it up instead
No,
of just
but-
letting it
what?
flow in conversation.
What? Well, I would never do such a thing. That sounds awkward.
Any lemon
and
fans?
forced.
I like lemonade. I'm not a big fan of. How was it used? How was what used? The fruit. Pineapple's good too. I could go for a fruit salad right now. Pineapple's all right.
That leads into the pizza conversation.
Yes.
Where do you fall in that?
What's the pizza conversation?
Pineapple on pizza.
I like ham and pineapple on pizza,
Yeah.
but only ham and pineapple on pizza. I won't just put pineapple on pizza, but I like Hawaiian pizzas. Yeah.
I'm not a fan personally.
I don't like eat it all the time, but there's a place for it.
Would you put cheese on a piece of pineapple?
Probably.
That's no.
My kids, when they go and get quesadillas, they'll dip it in applesauce.
Look out.
Mm.
Yes. You think it's disgusting, but I mean, I guess don't knock it till you try it.
Or like dipping your pizza in ranch. Like that's pretty common.
When I was in
guess.
Poland, there was two things available at the convention. There was hot dogs with pickles on them, which is fairly normal, especially in Chicago. And then there was a piece of like bread with cheese and mushrooms, melted cheese and mushrooms. And people would buy this and put like ketchup and mustard on it and eat it like a hot dog.
Weird.
I did not buy one because it did not
You
look
didn't try it?
appetizing to me.
That sounds interesting.
It's
but
like
not-
ketchup. It's like mushroom bread with ketchup. I don't know. It was maybe it's a big thing in Poland. I don't know. But that's all that you could buy at the convention was those two things and a Pepsi or like a drink.
Was it like super expensive too?
No,
Really?
no. It was the conversion rate is super low. I think it converted to a hot dog and a drink was like $2
Wow. At a convention center.
at a convention
Wow.
or at a stadium. Yeah.
Wow. That is cheap.
It's a cool environment to have a shootout in.
Yeah, like a parking garage. My question, if 4A is still in the chat, my question is, there's a lot of fancy sports cars in a frozen tundra. I mean, I know it's the future, right? So they probably, that's the reason for the nice cars.
Yeah, I mean, this could be just
Maybe
normal.
maybe they're just hoarding all the nice cars in this underground bunker.
That's just what like middle class cars look like now.
Yeah, I'll deal with that. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
if that's the future, I'll take it. I didn't call Europe weird. I never said that was weird. I just said it wasn't something that interested me. The cheese mushroom bread.
I might give that a try.
But with the ketchup on it,
Yeah, the ketchup. I don't know about the ketchup.
I will say this, and this is not weird. This is not weird, but it's different. But when you go to Europe and for breakfast there's lunch meat.
Like deli slices?
Yeah, which was for us is lunch meat.
Right.
But for you in Europe, it's breakfast.
Interesting.
So you go to like the hotels or the the airlines or whatever, and they give you the the cheese and the meat, and you can make the bread and all that stuff. And
You
it's
just make
like
a sandwich for breakfast?
yeah,
I mean, that sounds okay.
like
but
one of
it's
the
not-
one of the flights. That's what they serve you. Is they serve you a sandwich for breakfast. And I get it, but for me, a breakfast sandwich includes eggs and bacon and sausage and cheese. And there's a difference between a breakfast sandwich and a
sandwich.
lunch meat sandwich, deli sandwich.
Preferably on a biscuit. Breakfast sandwich.
Ah, look at that, 4 A's in there saying who knows what the future holds. They're perfect. I cannot tell you how many times I've typed that statement on Twitter, Facebook, on support emails.
I like that. Response.
Especially recently, because Ratchet is a PS4 free game this month. And so everyone's asking about the next Ratchet. So yesterday, I think I copy and pasted that 20 times. I'm not lying.
On Twitter?
No, on our support
Oh.
email. 20, I literally copy and pasted. Who knows what the future holds? We have nothing to announce on the future of Ratchet and Clank at this time. We're running a little late, but Paul might be finishing this mission soon, so we'll give it a couple more minutes. Sorry for those who have things to get to, but you're stuck with us. Europe is a few hours ahead in time, so maybe we'd likely invent more futuristic things first. So that's why you're eating lunch for breakfast.
Oh, that's an interesting take on that.
I'm trying to think if that works properly. No, because it would be... Yes, because they're ahead. So we normally would be eating lunch for breakfast, but because we're behind, it's lunchtime by the time we eat it.
I don't know if this logic pans out.
It does.
I don't.
It does.
I think we're going to create a paradox or something.
Yes. What if it's actually America that's in the future and Europe's in the past? Well, I don't know. Who's to say what is first, really? I guess first would be who wakes up first in the morning when the sun hits it, but at what point do we start? Because the Earth is spinning, right?
We're getting some kind of like metaphysical, philosophical. What is?
Did the chicken or the egg come first?
I mean, the chicken for sure.
No.
Right?
How did you get the chicken without an egg?
How do you get an egg without a chicken?
Exactly. What if they were both placed there?
What if? Yeah. What if they were both placed there? Who knows?
The chicken, the egg. See, we got two. We got a chicken. We got an egg. What if the Earth was flat? There's some people who are out to prove that, huh? That the Earth is flat. Did that guy ever shoot himself into the stratosphere?
I don't know, man.
That'd be fun.
I don't know.
Chickens came first and then evolved into laying eggs. Ah, see? If you believe in evolution.
It's kind of where I was going with it personally, but who knows? Who knows?
A pre-chicken laid the first chicken egg. The first true chicken came out of an egg. The chegg came first.
The chegg.
Yes, it's a chicken egg. What if it was a chicken egg? It was half egg, half chicken, half man.
What kind of crazy South Park character are
Okay.
you creating?
The egg or the chicken, but who ate the first chicken? Who ate? Did we eat the chicken or the egg first?
Who ate the first General Tso's?
Did we have the fried chicken or the scrambled egg first? What did we have first? What was the first meal?
What was the first meal?
The first thing we ate was the first thing that was there.
What?
Well, you can't.
I think we've officially gone off the rails here. I don't.
Well, it's 3:07, so I think we're gonna have to cut it, Paul.
Look for
Alright.
anything that seems unusual, or else it's
But yeah, we're gonna go back to the couch here. Well, we've never left. Fried chicken. I would eat fried chicken, although I love scrambled eggs, so I don't know. It's a tough one. You know what would be good is fried chicken with scrambled eggs on top.
Scrambled eggs wet or scrambled eggs dry? That's an important question.
I mean, what do you mean by wet?
Like a little
Why
undercooked.
don't you move over? Oh, I always make sure they're a little moist. Yes.
I
Yeah,
like
see-
them pretty well cooked.
Pretty hard.
I don't like them. I don't like them dry.
How I
No.
like my burgers. Well done. On the
Well,
eggs.
burgers, you gotta do well done.
Nobody
So
asked
Paul's
me-
here. He was playing.
My eggs
Thanks for
well
joining us.
That's how I want them.
I hope you enjoyed this philosophical
Debate.
debate. We're always future thinking towards Europe. And thanks for joining us. Again, thanks for 4A Games for being in the chat. We love the game so far, right,
It's
Paul?
great. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Let's play it again. Let's do it again. I don't know, a couple weeks. We'll do it again. What say you?
Sounds fun.
All right, we'll play it again.
Can we
We'll
keep the save game.
we'll keep the save game so we don't have to do all the intro again. And tomorrow we are playing. What are we playing? Ratchet and Clank, PS4. It's free this month on PlayStation Plus if you have a PlayStation. ARKTIKA.1 is out now on Oculus Store. So if you have an Oculus, go get it. It's a good game. Same guys who made Metro. I don't think they're going to spoil any new Metro news on our stream. Just like we're not going to spoil any Spider-Man news on our stream. But anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Thursday with... We're going to start playing Feral Rights. Because we haven't played it yet.
I will say it would make news in the gaming world if someone announced something major on another developer's stream. That would be a first, don't you think?
I would be happy if we were big enough of a stream that people would want to announce
Yeah.
on our stream.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to give another developer some time. In fact, it'd be awesome to have one of them join us. I know we have some plans to bring some people into Burbank at some point, and we have some friends at Epic and Red Storm and Boss Key. There's a bunch of studios around us too. We could bring in people too.
That'd be sweet.
So at some point,
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Aspirational.
yeah.
I like how you're a future thinker.
Let's
Yeah.
get Epic in here and we'll beat them at Fortnite.
Oh. Be a slap in the face, man. Being beat at your own game.
Well, they would have to beat us at Unspoken then.
Yeah.
At that point. Well, thank you for being in NC. Anyway, Feral Rights VR exclusive. Yes, Feral Rights is VR exclusive. All of our VR games are VR exclusive. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 4A Games, thanks for coming. We'll see you tomorrow in Burbank for Ratchet and Clank. We'll see you Thursday here for Feral Rights, and then again in Burbank on Friday for... it's on the tip of my tongues. They are playing Assassin's Creed Origins.
That's a good game.
Yes. Thank you, guys. We'll
Bye.
see you next time.
Cool.
We did it.
Yep. Good job as always, Paul.